if I was at Daytona driving for Rick Hendrick,
Yeah, there you go.
and it was a 100-lap race, I qualify for the pole at Daytona, a restrictor plate track.
Yeah.
You can sure as heck bet I'm
Okay.
going to the back.
Well, but let's.
This is all hypothetical.
No, hypothetically,
It's getting carried away.
let's make this more realistic, though. We're talking about Millbridge. Would you take that front row challenge if you were at Bristol?
Hell no.
I don't even know why you're relating this to NASCAR. Let's talk about Millbridge.
Well, I'm relating Millbridge to this. I'm trying to put it in
You're
your
trying
terms.
to dumb it down for me?
Yes.
I understand the whole concept. You
Asphalt.
don't have to dumb it down for me.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, if you're running against the elite competition on the face of the planet, and you've got a chance for the big money to start in the back row, or you get a chance to start in the front row and win this deal, and you're at Bristol, are you? I mean, because that's comparatively that's kind of a fair comparison.
Here's the thing: is that you're talking. What we saw at Willamette Speedway with Kevin Roberts and David Cronk with the back row challenge that was put up by Roger That Barbecue, Moxie Medium Promotions, who else?
Bridgeport Logistics,
Cannon RV
Larry
Repair.
Baker. Wasn't Larry Baker in on
Dave
that?
Stahl was in on
Dave
it.
Stahl, Northwest Trucking Academy.
When they put up that challenge, those two you're
There
talking,
was no question.
You got two of the best street stock drivers in the country or in the Northwest, arguably the country, saying, "Yeah, why not?"
Yeah, big red truck. Of course I'm going to the back.
I don't know.
I'm taking the challenge.
Honestly,
put it out there to okay.
You know, those guys aren't out there just for themselves either. They're just as much into putting on a show for the fans, and they're going to do it.
Exactly. Listeners, you're out there. You're listening to this.
I'd love to hear the opinion on this.
What do you think?
I wish we could take a
are you guys
poll
going
like
to
they
the
do
back?
on TV.
I know.
Take a poll. Jump on the Swears Trucking chat line. Message us at Moxie Medium Promotions on the Facebook page. Send us an email. Give us a call.
Would you take the challenge?
Would you do it?
Yes or yeah, yes or a simple yes or no would
So
be
you've
fine.
got a chance to start on the front row and $5,155 or $5,151 to win, or
25,000.
$25,000 from the back. Against that competition at that track, I'm taking the front row.
I'm taking the back row.
Yeah, I'm going back.
You guys are braver than I am.
No, I'm greedy. I want 25 grand.
No, Warren makes a valid point. If I qualified on the pole at that race against people like Rico Abreu, Kyle Larson, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Bryson James, who ran the Chili Bowl.
Yeah.
Who you're going to start right there in that elite group with up front, or you're going to go to the back and start behind all those guys?
I'm still going to the back.
To the back.
You guys are brave. No way I'd give up that front row. No way. I'll take the 51-51.
I'll take the 31.
Chris Frisbee says, nope, start in the front row. Winning that race is more important than the money. I'm with Corey. Good man, Frisbee. See?
Corey's
Okay.
only going to read the ones that agree with
him. So here's
him.
the best part. We're 2-2 right now.
Yeah,
2-2. So it's a tie. We heard Chris Frisbee said, Jeremy Means, I know you're out there and you're listening.
Yeah.
What would you do? You've raced karts. Well, kind of.
I just honestly, at a race that prestigious,
Paul Moses, take the challenge.
Right on, Paul.
3-2.
at a race that prestigious, I wouldn't give up that front row.
Jason Dickinson, what would you do?
I just wouldn't give it up.
Who else is on this? Who else do we know is on the Swears Trucking chat line?
Everybody, the whole world listens.
I know Scott Weinbarger's out there.
Yeah,
Scott,
Scott.
you're a racer. What would you do?
Joey usually listens.
Joey Tanner,
Do you
what
think-
would you do?
Joey
Dakota Goddard, what would you do?
Dakota's on there. We know it.
Yeah.
Joey, I'll tell you right now, Joey would not give up the front row at the World 100.
For
Let's talk about this race.
a 5-time bonus.
Let's keep it right on that race,
A
not
5-time
on other
bonus?
hypothetical
He'd
races.
do
Okay.
it. He'd do it.
No, I wouldn't.
I think he would.
I think he would.
Nope.
Get him
Joey,
on
I know
the
you're
phone.
listening, bro. Call
Jeremy
him.
Means, I agree with Corey. Foster, Wheeler, Elledge. You need every advantage you can get, including having that pole.
Okay, so we're
You guys are in the minority
We're
on this one,
3-3.
bud. I'm telling
Well,
you.
it does.
We're
It doesn't
3-3.
matter. I mean, everybody's going to have their own opinions, just like anything else.
Well, and that's it. But I mean,
and this is fun.
there's a reason. I guess this is the whole point of this whole
It
conversation.
depends
there is
on what
a
your
reason.
goal is, Corey. Really, you want the prestige of winning, or do you want to?
Well, there's a reason
more
that-
interested in the money, and winning.
Right.
So it's
The
like
reason
anything
that
else we
is-
talk about. It's going to be a matter of circumstances. What your status is, what your goal is overall.
So,
you know?
and I think another. I agree with you. I do. But I think that's why that bonus I think that's why that bonus is so big, is because if it was only 10,000, I bet you nobody would think about taking it.
Yeah.
You make it 25, at least you're gonna get
I
somebody.
thought you were going to say 10,000, but what? How many cars are in the field?
I think they start 20 at that one.
Well, see, yeah, definitely going to the back.
Man, I don't know if I would. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Dakota Goddard says, "Give me the back. I'm a gambling man." So
Right
he's
on,
with you guys.
Goddard.
Attaboy. So
Yeah.
I always knew I liked him.
So,
Rational.
I think when you have that elite of a field, you've got the best of the best. Like you got Abreu and all those guys. I mean, truly, when you're talking cage carts, Bryson James, all those guys, you have to make the bonus.
It'd
that
be
big.
nice to hear from Bryson, seeing as how he's in the race.
They're back there. It's 10:30. They're probably trying to get some rest, and they don't want to hear us abble babble. But I don't know. I wouldn't do it. That's where I'm at on this one. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I would love to watch somebody take that challenge and win that race. I would love to see that happen.
Scott Weinberger says I'd have to ask my driver. I don't race anymore.
I love it. So, you guys want to get into Willamette and talk about some dirt track racing at Willamette Speedway?
Well, let's do that.
Why not?
We can't dance and
We're kind of here talking about racing for a reason.
Well, we're kind of getting this poll thing going on, too. I'm kind of interested to see what
well,
people think about
that'll
this.
go on through the duration of the show. We can just throw a little reminder out
And
there
again,
once in a
you
while.
know what? We have an open phone line because our original hot pit crashed and burned. Let's get you guys calling in the hot pit when we tell you to call in. I want to hear. You got something you want to rant about? You want to rave about? You want to?
Rants and raves.
Yeah. Why
Hot
not?
pit rants and raves.
Why not?
Call in.
You want to call in and tell us what you think about something and say a cuss word on the air? We don't care.
Or if you're tired of listening to us, get
Yeah,
on the
so-
show and talk yourself.
So let's start with our Hornet class. This is what we were talking about. We had 4 of them show up. We had 3 of them run most of the day. Okay. Tracy Muse was fast qualifier, 19.525. Steve Dove was second, and Ro Lavorne broke out the new. I believe that's an Eclipse, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's a neat looking race car.
It is. It's bad looking.
Yeah, so that was, they went 1, 2, 3 in qualifying. Heat 1, Tracy Muse. Tracy Muse won the first heat by 14.85 seconds. The guy had just a stellar day at the racetrack.
Yeah, he did.
Steve Dove was second in Heat 1,
When you consider
or
the,
only Heat, and Rowe was
the
third.
best time set in that Hornet heat was a 19.848, and the difference between the first and second place cars was 14.859.
Right. Yeah. He was out there.
Yeah.
He was there to take care of business.
And he did, because he won the dash.
Mm-hmm.
How about a shout out to his wife
She's right there.
for the national anthem?
She saved the day.
And she saved the day for us. We want to thank her for that.
She really did save the day with the anthem.
I didn't hear this story.
We didn't have an anthem. She did. We played it.
And she brought it up so we could play it, and that was
Yep.
very nice of her. She went to a lot of trouble to do that.
She did.
So we want to thank her and give her
Yep.
a little shout out here on Northwest Dirt News.
So the dash went Tracy Muse, Ro Lavorne, Steve Dove. Okay. And the heat, or in the main, this was crazy. Tracy Muse, and we had a late arrival, the 23F of
that's
Forte.
right.
I believe that's Forte.
Farness.
No.
I can't
Forte.
remember.
Forte, 23F.
Yeah, I don't know.
Muse wins it. Okay. Here's the thing, though. This is something I don't understand. He won it in dominating fashion by 34 seconds. I mean, just gone. Do you see that?
Yeah, I do see that.
Forte was second as a late arrival. Dove was third. Ro Lavorne in that 40L car actually had the lead. Remember this, guys?
I do. I remember her starting out in the lead, yeah.
You remember what happened? How fast she was in that start? You
was
remember what cost her
quick.
that race? She caught a rut. Flat left front tire. pulled the wheel off the tire off the wheel.
Yeah.
Yep,
It will happen.
it did happen, and she was a little upset because I think with the adjustment, that was the first time that car was on the racetrack.
Oh, and you could see her improve every lap too.
You could.
But
That
she
was
was
the thing.
telling me the difference. In the old car, she'd go in and she'd reach the handbrake and grab it to set the car, and then she had her system down. Well, it doesn't work the same way in the new car.
It doesn't.
Not at all. So she was getting it figured out, and she was figuring it out pretty darn quick.
And that old car that
Yeah.
she's talking about
Yeah.
is the car that Steve Dove is in.
Oh, is that right?
That's her old car.
I'll be darned.
Yep. So she finished 4th to that one. But, Steve's another guy. It was he spent a little time in the truck last year and kind of.
He's in touch with that AMCO crew over there. That whole team AMCO, they bring a whole hive of Hornets out to the racetrack.
They do. I mean, they really bring a field.
Yeah, really big field with modifieds.
Our next group of cars, I'm going to spend some time on this. Get ready to talk, boys, because this is I truly believe true for the fans at Willamette Speedway. The street stocks this year have just provided some incredible racing. We had 18 street stocks show up. Okay, our fast qualifier of the night was Kevin Roberts with an 18.479 was his fast time. Jody Tanner was second fast in that little Camaro, 18.655. Trent Custer, Bill Allison, Dave Schmidt. Dave Kronk was sixth fast, 18.940. There's a reason I bring that up. We're talking about Kronk. I mean, we've seen him in the dash. We've seen him. I mean, that 29 car has established itself. We know who to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen to the names in this field. So you got Roberts, Tanner, Custer, Allison, Dave Schmidt, Dave Kronk, Don Stroud, Mackenzie Lockhart, Shannon Horn, Justin Evans, first time out this year, Joey Cannon, Brandon Crawford, Steve Jorgensen back out in the 14J, Dakota Goddard, James Baker, Alan Stroud, Tom Dwyer, that's the Jefferson High School team, and then Kendall Irvine.
First time out.
First time out.
Yep. JJ's
First time,
daughter.
yeah, first time behind the wheel of a race car. The field was a good field. Strong field. 18 cars.
There's a lot of good cars out there.
Good feature.
Yeah.
I love this class of cars because of what they do for the fans.
They've been putting on. They should have almost been the feature so far this year at every event.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Yeah.
Nah.
They've been a hoot to watch.
had-
I'm still favored late models. I'll always have a passion for the late models.
Absolutely.
But
I do too, but I'm telling you right now, this street stock class is really, really growing on me to the point where it's rivaling that interest of those late models.
Yeah.
Three heats of 7 cars. So we actually had 21 cars start heat races. Kevin Roberts won heat number 1, just ahead of Shannon Horn, Brandon Crawford, Joey Cannon, Jorgensen, Jody Tanner, and Kendall Irvine. Now, how would you like to be Kendall Irvine, rookie driver, first time in the car,
First time in a car, period.
right,
On dirt.
and have to get out there on the track and run with Roberts, Horn,
Yeah.
Tanner,
Cannon.
I mean, yeah, Cannon's fast. I mean, all those guys ahead of her are fast cars. That's got to be a little bit. But you know what? She got out of that car. I talked to her at the end of the night. I talked to her and JJ, smiling.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
time. I said, "Hey, kids, you have a good time?" She goes, "Oh my God, that was so much fun." She
Yeah.
goes, "I loved it." And JJ says, "Hey, I'm proud of her. The car's in one piece. She didn't cause any wrecks. She held her line. She was thinking about what she was doing, and he's pretty proud dad. I mean,
Yeah, we saw her from the Moxie Tower. Remember, we said something to her over the PA.
Oh, yeah. And she was all smiles then.
She was
Oh, yeah.
grinning ear to ear, man.
Yeah.
You could tell she was having a large time.
yeah, she was, and JJ was right there with her. His smile was just as big. You know?
Absolutely proud, Papa.
But Kevin Roberts again picked up the win in heat number 1. Heat 2, the winner was David Kronk. And in this race, again, Mackenzie Lockhart, we know how fast she is. Dave Schmidt, the 9 car. James Baker, the number 10, who put up some money a week ago for that challenge.
Well, I said Larry Baker a while ago, didn't I? That's what I meant.
I know what you meant.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Sean French, Alan Stroud, Bill Allison, the former champion, had a bad night. He broke early and ended his night, which is unfortunate because that 27 car is a pretty quick little car. And Trent Custer won